Welcome to your new favorite podcast, Glow Big with Stephanie. I'm your host, Stephanie, and this podcast is for all women. We want to inspire and empower you. We're going to bring you style, humor, entertainment, good intentions, big ideas, hope, and a little bit of sobriety in each and every episode. You can get all that and more at vibewithstephanie.com. But right now, grab yourself a sparkly water, put it in a pretty glass or a coffee, and get comfy and enjoy the show. Guess how many Americans want to quit or lessen their drinking? I'll let you guess. Okay, it's 52%. 52% of Americans want to stop drinking or drink less. So if you've ever thought, am I drinking too much? Or I wish I could lessen my drinking, we'll talk about it. I'll give you 7 things that normal drinkers don't do to give you an idea whether or not you have a problem with drinking. And I do want you to know that there's a movement happening right now, and it's a sobriety movement. So if you decide to take a break from drinking or stop, there's not going to be a label put on you. This is not the 80s when if you have a drinking problem, you're an alcoholic. Like, we're changing that. I don't agree with labels of any kind, and I'm certainly not going to slap a label on myself or yourself about whether or not you're an alcoholic, because I just don't think it matters. If your life is being affected negatively in any way, which it is if you're putting poison in your body, then you can change it for any reason that you want without a label. So we'll just get that part out of the way. All right. So here are 7 things that normal drinkers don't do. I love this list. I'm on every single number of this list. So number 1, normal drinkers don't spend time thinking about alcohol. I spend a lot of time thinking about alcohol, making sure that I had wine at the house after a girls' night. I would make sure we had alcohol stocked up for the weekends. Every single night of the week, I had to make sure that there was wine. It brought me anxiety to be at home thinking about, okay, I have everything I need for groceries, but I don't have wine. I have to run out and get wine. I would even Instacart. I was having wine delivered. So if you're spending time thinking about alcohol, you may not be a normal drinker. Number 2, normal drinkers can stop after a couple of drinks. I used to get super annoyed with my girlfriends who would come over for a wine night, or anytime we hung out was a wine night, and they would stop at 2 drinks. That was not me. I could not stop at 2. If I were going to have a drink, that meant pretty much the night's open and I'm going to go ahead and continue drinking. So yeah, normal drinkers can stop after a couple. If you're finding that 1 and 2 leads to more pretty often, then you're probably not a normal drinker. Number 3, normal drinkers don't feel weird about the recycling bins. Clink, 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 clink. Yes, this was very embarrassing for me a lot. And I didn't get to the point where I was hiding bottles per se, but it really was embarrassing to hear all of that clinking all of the time. I mean, it was a bottle of wine a night, so that's 7 a week. Imagine the clinking sounds. Yeah, I'm sure you can. If you can imagine the clinking sounds, then you may not be a normal drinker. Okay, number 4, normal drinkers don't make up rules around their drinking. This is a big one for me too. Like, I'm only going to drink on Wednesdays. I'm only going to drink on Fridays. I'm only going to have 4 drinks. I'm not going to get wasted. I'm not going to do shots. Whatever the rules that you're putting on your drinking, normal drinkers don't do that. And they're likely not working. You're probably not sticking to those rules, which can be soul crushing right in itself. Moderating and negotiating and putting rules on your drinking is exhausting, and it sucks because we can do a lot of things, and we are good moms, and we're going to the gym a certain amount of times a week. We're eating right. We're doing all these things, but we can't stick to the rule we have about drinking. It's really disheartening and can lead to self-esteem issues, which I had myself, and feeling stuck and feeling like you're never going to get out of this cycle. And I can assure you that you can. You just got to quit with the rules and actually just stick to being sober. Even if it's just for like 30 days or whatever, the rules are exhausting. You'll see how much more freeing it is to just decide to stop. Okay, number 5, normal drinkers don't research whether or not they're an alcoholic. So if you've ever Googled it or looked it up, if you're here, if you're researching, if you're looking around at what alcoholism is or what gray area drinking is, which I'll do an episode on that. If you're Googling it and researching it, you probably are not a normal drinker, because normal drinkers don't need to do that because they know that they're not. They know that they don't have a problem. And number 6, normal drinkers like to drink socially, not alone. So I have a lot of friends like that too. They didn't drink during the week. They never drank. I drank all the time. And especially at night, I was able to make it to a certain time at night, and then I would start drinking. And normal drinkers don't, because they don't want to drink alone. They drink socially. And it did start off like that for me. I remember drinking only when we went out, but then I started bringing white wine home, and then white wine turned to red wine, and then red wine turned to a lot of wine. So normal drinkers usually don't drink alone. They just wait for social occasions. Number 7, normal drinkers don't suffer because of their drinking. So if you have suffered at all, even a hangover, having to pick up the pieces after drinking, or a DUI, like in my case, 2 DUIs, arguments with loved ones, financial waking up and your bank account is overdrawn, or you can't find your debit card. This is suffering due to alcohol. So if you have suffered, then you are not a normal drinker, because normal drinkers don't suffer. They have a couple of drinks. It's no big deal. They move on with their lives, and it's not causing them any problems whatsoever. If any of this resonates with you, you can go to vibewithstephanie.com. There's a course there that I've just created called Sober Up to Glow Up. It is a self-paced 30-day course that's going to help you reevaluate the way you see alcohol, your beliefs, and your relationship is with alcohol. I actually have a couple of coupon codes at checkout. So you can use the code GLOWBIG, and this is for my first 10 podcast listeners only. Use the code GLOWBIG at checkout for a discount on this course. This is for anybody. This is for whatever level of drinker that you are. It's going to help raise your vibes and make you feel much, much better, and get you to quit for 30 days and give it a shot and see the freedom that comes with that. Thanks for hanging out with us today on Glow Big. We hope you're leaving empowered and happy and ready to take on the world. For more information, you can go to vibewithstephanie.com. And if you're interested in taking the 30-day Sober Up to Glow Up course, just click Sober Up to Glow Up course for more information. Have a great day.